Okay, mind my hair or whatever. So I was just having a conversation with somebody, and it was to do with like an Interact e-transfer. And some people have it set up as automatic deposit. Other people have it set up that you need a specific question. Okay, and I've always gone to what color is the sky, what color is the ocean, what color is the heart chakra. You know, I usually turn to colors and something, and then I sent that. What color is the sky? And I was like, the answer is capital B, because it's automatic when it's the typing, and then the rest of them are LUE, lowercase. And he just turned and he was like, I know like somebody that's like a criminal that used to use those sort of things. And I was like, I thought about it. I was shocked at first, and then I wasn't really insulted. I was more like, huh. So criminal uses the color codes too. And I was like, well, I thought about this. I was like, most criminals that do stupid shit, even though most criminals, I'm not saying all of them, are really intelligent, and they just choose to use their gifts or their abilities or whatever they want for bad purposes. And so as I'm outside hanging the clothes, I was kind of thinking to myself, I was like, I made the choice. I was like, I could have turned to the other side too. I could have decided to use my gifts or whatever I had for malintent or use them against other people. I could have used it to my advantage so many different times, and I just chose not to. And I thought about it. I was like, my conscious, like my consciousness, my what do you your inner conscience, okay? My inner conscience is bigger than my ego. It would not have allowed me to do certain fucked up stupid shit to other people, because I already have suffered so much that I don't want to put that for another person. I don't want to put them through that. And then I thought about it, and it was almost like a huge relief off my shoulder. I was like, huh, that's all it was. It was a choice. I just chose not to do bad shit. I just chose not to get myself wrapped up into certain things. Yeah, I did dumb shit growing up when I was a teenager, young kid, especially, and I had to learn the hard way in a lot of the things that I did, because I had like a free range parenting kind of thing. But when it came down to it, my moral values, at some point along the line, I must have had somebody teach me that, or it's just come within, right? At some point, somebody taught me good morals and values, because I just could not do it. Either that, or I was just placed in so many positions when I was younger, or seen so much pain and conflict, that I just chose not to inflict that onto other people. Now, karmically, don't get me wrong, I'm not exempt from this. When I was a karmic and I didn't control my emotions in the past, I gave a lot of people a hard time. I put people through probably hell and back just based off my emotions and how I reacted emotionally, but I wasn't thinking about that at the time, because I was not in control of myself emotionally. This is why it's so important to regulate your emotions. I'm going to be the first to admit it. It took me a long time to whip my ass into shape and actually put it to the test and actually apply it to my everyday life. But yeah, I thought about that, and I was like, huh. So when it comes to the superhero or villain, when you see that in movies, most children have grown up watching that. Most of the time, the villain at the very end is exhausted and miserable and tired, and it's just not fucking worth it. It takes so much more energy to be wicked and cruel to other people, and to devise plans and to plot and do all this other shit to other people, than to just go within and heal yourself. It doesn't sound like it, because it's painful, and most people would turn away from the idea of pain. But when you actually think about it, it's way more worth it. And it's more worth it to yourself, and it's more value to yourself, and it shows how much you actually give a fuck about yourself and love yourself, to do the right thing rather than to inflict harm on other people just because you just want to not maybe face a certain demon or a certain phobia or a pain or a fear or something like that. And it's a huge burden. It's a burden release. It's a huge burden release up off your shoulders when you start doing the right things for yourself and to others. Okay, so I'm just passing this message on. I don't even know how, like, just the conversation, how it came to be, I guess. It's just that, yeah, there's people that choose to use their smarts, their intelligence for bad things. And usually it's coming from an unhealed place. So remember to love you. Please do. Okay?